Welcome back, everybody. Don Clark here with Tina Miller. You know life is short. Let's just spice it up in every way we know. So introduce our next guest. She's been here before. Love to have her back.
She was here. She brought a lot of gifts with her, and she's back. And I have another gift sitting here next to me. Her name is... Her name is Christina Giese, and she is the owner of Creative Gifts.
Hi.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you
when
for
you were
having
here
me.
before, you were not sitting, right?
I was not.
You were running
I was
around
behind the
helping.
scenes.
Behind the scenes, doing a lot. Christina, you're another Bakersfield resident. Is that
Yes.
correct?
I was born here, and my mom was gypsy, so we kind of moved a little bit of everywhere, and then we came back when I was 13, and been here ever since.
13. Okay, and you have a husband and children here?
I do. I've been married to my husband for 21 years, and I've got 4 children.
Yes.
A gypsy at heart, but with strong roots.
Yes, amen.
There you go.
Absolutely.
And he's a school teacher, is that correct?
He is. He is a teacher over at West High. So my alma mater.
What subject?
Math.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a little bit crazy. I like to pick on him.
And Christina, now, tell us about Creative Gifts. How did you get involved in putting together such beautiful baskets and delighting people and making people happy with all this pretty and fun stuff?
Actually, it kind of came around, I want to say by accident, but I think now it's more just God was leading me toward something that made people happy. I actually started with Mary Kay about 7 years ago, and I started with that. I originally wanted to be in cosmetology when I was younger, but got married, had kids, did the mom thing for a long time. And Mary Kay was something that I could do part-time for myself and help others feel pretty about who they are. I worked a lot with teenagers with acne issues, self-image issues, and things like that. Women who had scars, things like that. And so it happened actually the first Christmas season. I was in Mary Kay. I got a phone call from a gentleman that I did not know. It was all God. I did not know him. He swore he knew me, asked me if I still did this particular gift for Christmas, which I had just learned about. And I said, as a matter of fact, I do. And it was what we call our 12 Days of Christmas. We make a little Christmas tree out of it, and it's 12 individual boxes, and they get to open a box either the 12 days of Christmas or each hour leading up to Christmas. He bought it from me, and he has been a strong gift client of mine now for the past 6 years. And from that, he would give my name out and say, she does gifts, she does this. And then I would have husbands who call, okay, you know what she uses, just make it look good, make me look good. And so that's what I would do. And then I would have other gentlemen call, do you do things that do not include Mary Kay if my wife doesn't use that? And so I kind of had to start thinking outside of that part of my business. But it wasn't until about 1.5 years ago that I finally said, okay, it's time. I went and got my business license. I went and made it official. This was my baby. And it's all mine.
Business. So
Yes.
Tell us about your gifts. They range in size from what to what?
Well, the great thing about what I do is it's primarily custom. So it's any price range that you want. What happens is I will talk to somebody and find out, what is the occasion? Is it a graduation? Is it a thank you? Is it a congratulations? I have what we call doghouse gifts, because we have a lot of gentlemen who call and say, I really messed up. So I have these cute little doghouse gifts that get you brownie points with your wife.
It doesn't come with a little bone in there.
I have before. It depends on, when I talk to somebody, I can usually get a feel for their sense of humor or how seriously they have messed up. Generally, I ask a few questions, the age range of the person who's receiving it. Do you know if there's a couple of hobbies that they like? Do they have any allergies? Things like that. I kind of walk them through the basic questions.
Yes.
Sometimes they know exactly what they want in it. They just don't have the time.
Right.
Or sometimes, and this is actually most of the time, they have no clue. They just said, her birthday's next week, and I'm clueless. Okay, so what's your budget? What kind of things does she like? What's her favorite color? Things like that. And then it's up to me. It's what we call designer's choice. And we'll go through and we'll put it together, and we will deliver it. We will deliver it for them. And so, yeah.
Excellent. I haven't, what did you call it a minute ago? The
Doghouse gifts.
Well, let's just assume for a minute I'm in the doghouse, and I've forgotten my wife's birthday, and it's the day after, and I'm trying to make up.
Oh, this has to be a big one.
So I call you and I say, help. What are you going to tell me?
The first question I'm going to ask you is, how big is your budget?
Well, let's say I've
How
got
big is your sorry?
Let's say I've got $100.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to ask you is, what
Double
is
it.
her... And that's happened.
Yes.
But normally what I do is I work really hard to stay within your budget. So, and most of the time I come in under budget. So what I'm going to
Yes,
ask you
yes.
is, does she have a favorite drink? Does she drink wine? Is there a particular wine that she likes? When it comes to situations like that, the best thing you can do is give her something to pamper herself and then back away slowly.
Ooh.
So you don't invade. So you don't invade on her time because you done already ticked her off. So it's usually like a spa gift or a pamper me kind of thing. Or if you're more interested in a date night, I can set up meal situations, tickets to a theater, tickets to the movies.
This girl is all
like
around.
I've
Yes.
also done, I think the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done, though.
Tell us.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I did our 12 Days of Christmas, but the gentleman was proposing to his girlfriend, and I had to hold on to the ring for like a week before.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
Okay, that gave me a heart attack because that ring was probably worth 2 years my salary. And so what he did was he took the
wow.
12 days, instead of me wrapping them, we put them in boxes with pretty bows, and he did a scavenger hunt. And he took her to he sent her to all the places they had been during their dating.
Uh-huh.
And then when I finally got to give him the
Oh.
ring, I was a happy person because I didn't have to worry about it anymore.
Oh,
But the
wow.
creativity,
Yes.
that's my job. If you
Yes.
really can't think of what you want.
Excellent
I had a
girl.
client come to me last Christmas. He had bought his wife a trip to Hawaii, but he didn't want to just give her the plane tickets. He
Right.
wanted it to be creative, but he was
Creative.
like, how do I do this? Well, they have one little boy that's theirs genetically, and then they have adopted 3 others.
Okay.
And so what we did was we incorporated the boys because the boys are her whole world.
Oh.
And
yes.
so we did gifts that Dad could give, a gift that each little boy could give, and each
Oh.
box had I had glued palm trees and seashells inside one box. One box had lava rocks. One box had a lei. And then the last one that Dad handed her was a gigantic multi-framed kind of collage for pictures, and in the center were her tickets. He said it took her over half an hour to open it because she couldn't quit crying. Because she was thrilled that her little 2-year-olds were giving her Christmas presents.
Yes,
That was just,
yes.
that was overwhelming
And
to her.
all just out of 2 tickets. To
Yes,
give.
yes.
Yeah.
See,
Wow.
and I tell you, this girl is the right. I bought Robert. I don't know what kind of gift it was, and I had her. I think it was his birthday or something, and I had her deliver it to our home. So I have done business with her for a little while.
And you deliver.
I do.
Yes, she
Oh my
delivers.
gosh.
She knocks at the door, and Robert doesn't know who it is or what's going on, and I'm standing behind taking pictures, and she knocks on the door and it says, Robert Miller, and he's looking at her like yes, and so it was just a beautiful surprise, and this one is so creative, Dawn. I thank you so much for being with us today, and so okay, did I hear the size? You could from the smallest to.
The smallest one I do generally over the Christmas is a $5 gift. I also do corporate gifts, so I had to
Okay.
get something that would be beneficial on a larger scale.
Right.
And so during the holidays, I actually have a couple that I offer at $5 a piece, all the way up to whatever your budget is I can work with. It is just, you
Yes.
know, the same gentleman who did the Christmas gift also for Valentine's Day turned around and had his wife's wedding ring repaired. It had lost its diamond. And so he had it replaced with a larger diamond, and I took care of that because I also am connected with some of the jewelers here in town. So I'm able to do diamonds and necklaces. It just kind of depends on what you need. I can help you get that.
Wow.
You know, when we're talking larger scale, I mean, a person of your creativity, do you ever, what's next? I mean, is there
Yes.
another level we're going to after this?
Actually, we are. My daughter is joining me in my business.
Oh, excellent.
And so we're very, very excited about getting that going. We just got our website up and going probably about 6 months ago. But due to the unique nature of what we do, the checkout system is causing a little bit of a problem. So if anybody goes to the website, please forgive me. If you have questions, call me directly.
Okay.
That's my biggest caveat to the website. It's still under construction.
Okay, they're showing your info on the screen here to contact Christina, the creative Christina Giese. Her website is mycreativegifts.net. And she's got another, mkdreaming@live.com is her email address. Telephone number 661-304-2276. So, Miss Creative One, Christina, so does your daughter have the creative skills like you have? Or?
She's actually more my business end.
Uh-huh.
She likes to try and do this. It's something that her and I share because we're both severe perfectionists.
Oh.
It's something that we just kind of have inside us
Yes.
that we've learned to have to kind of get over. When you're getting creative, you can't be a perfectionist. And so she uses this to help her learn how to lighten up, as she puts it. But she helps me. She's also an artist. She helps me with logos. She helps me with, there have been times I've had to create cards to go with these particular gifts. And so she helps me design them, things like that. She also helps me with the numbers.
I would think a CEO of a company a CEO of a company that wanted to change corporate culture could call you in and say, what can we be doing for our employees on a regular basis to surprise them? And
I actually do a
Yes.
lot of employee gifts and end of the year thank you gifts. So if there's a company out there who maybe doesn't necessarily do anything for Christmas, if they want to thank larger clients who have really helped them sustain their business throughout the year,
Yes.
I can do thank you gifts. And I can actually include marketing material from the company if they want, so that when I deliver the package, they know exactly who it's from.
what an incredible resource. Thank you for being with us and letting us know all that's available to us.
My pleasure. Thank you for
Yeah.
having
bet.
me.
Yes, so do contact her because she can help you with it even at the last
Wow.
minute.
You bet.
Okay.
Yeah.
We love it. Okay, thank
Coming
you for staying
up
with us.
next, Making It
Woohoo!
Great. We've got this guy, and he's been listening to all of this. He's our
Yes.
cleanup hitter. He's going to share his insights from all that we've had on our show today. Hasn't
Yes.
this been an amazing show?
Yes, Don.
So, be right back.